squad, it's Officialbigtee, and I'm back with a video. You already know what it is. We lit and we with the shits, and that's period. Oh, period. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you go press the subscribe button, make sure you go ring the bell for post notifications so you'll be the first to know when I upload a video. Okay, purr. If you haven't watched my other videos, make sure you go watch them before y'all watch this video. Okay, go run on my views, go run on my subscribers, get your girl to 600 subscribers. That's the goal for right now. We gonna go to 1K eventually, but the goal right now is 600 subscribers. Okay, so today's gonna be another story time on how I lost my best friend of 4 or 5 years. I think 4 or 5. Yeah, it's between them 4 or 5 years. I ended up in my head doing the video, but 4 or 5 years. How I lost my best friend. That's gonna be the story time for today. So if you want to know the juicy details, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Get your popcorn, get your phone, and sit down so you can watch this video. Period. Make sure you subscribe. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm gonna say what he go by in the streets. So if you live where I live, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not here to talk down on him because I'm just not that type of person. But I'm here to tell the truth. So we're gonna go by Rose. That's what we're gonna call him, Rose. Okay, that's what he go by. So I met Rose when I was dating my ex. That was in 2015. So I met him in 2015. So see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we've been best friends for 5 years, and now 2020, we are not best friends. And I'm gonna tell you why. So when I first met him, like I said, I met him through my ex, and we became like best friends instantly. Like the vibe was just there. That was always my best friend. Like he would always tell me what the nigga would do, like all that type of shit. People would be like, "No, that was his homie. Why would he do that?" But at the same time, your loyalty lies with both of them. We was both his best friends, like his number ones. That was it. So he'd be on some real type shit. Like he'd do some shit. He'd be like, that nigga was on some shit. You shouldn't fuck with him. That type shit. So like y'all, we was the closest. Like we was always best friends. Like if a nigga was fucking with me, if a nigga was doing me dirty, I would always tell him, and he would always give me advice. Same way, if he was fucking with bitches and he feel like he need to run down on bitches, he would always call me. And that's just period. And I'm gonna put a picture of us in the video, some pictures and videos and stuff or whatever. But yeah, like we've been best friends for 5 years. But during the course of these 5 years, every time, and ladies, we can vouch, y'all can vouch for me, like during the course of these 5 years, when he had girlfriends, it's like suddenly he would just cut me off. And tell me if y'all been through this shit. Like it's like suddenly he would just cut me off, and I'm just like, did I do something? Like I'm confused. Like every time he had a girlfriend, y'all, he'll block me on Snapchat, block me on like the call log and all that. But he'll tell me it wasn't him, it was the girls. And I'm like, why you not putting these bitches in their place? Like end of the day, like if I'm your best friend, all you gotta do is tell the bitch like that's my best friend. Like she been here before y'all. Like she not going nowhere. Period. Because any nigga I've ever fucked with, even a nigga now, even before I got with these niggas, I was telling them like I'm not choosing between you and my best friend. Like I will always choose my best friend over anybody. Like that's my best friend. Because when you break my heart, who the fuck I'm gonna go to? Him. He's gonna be the one there for me. So that was that type of situation. So I never put a nigga before him, so he cannot even say that. But yo, he would always put a female before me. He was always like blocking me, letting them blocking me and shit. And then he lied about it. Then we back cool again because he apologized and said that he didn't know and shit like that. So a lot of you people used to think that we had sex. There used to always be a rumor. And to this day, we have never had no insecures, no nothing, like nothing sexual. The only thing we did is a little kiss. It was not even like a kiss, a passionate kiss. It was like a, that kind of kiss. Like it was never that deep. It was only one time. Not twice, not 3 times, not 4. It was only one time. And he think that one kiss validates them of not liking me. Like a situation that's going on right now, was going on. He was like, I understand why he feels some way because I told him that we had something going on and we had that little kiss. So that's why he feels that way. You telling me that one fucking little bird pet kiss make them feel type of way? Then them bitches like, not like, they don't feel like they that bitch. Because if my nigga had a girl and he only pet kiss her one time, it's cool. Like not like y'all had any relations, y'all kiss multiple times. It was only at one time, it was on a bird kiss. Like come on now, any real bitch would be like, okay, it's cool, and that's your best friend, that only happened a long time ago, it's cool as long as y'all don't do nothing no more. You feel me? And none of these females never had a conversation with me. Never. only one girlfriend that he had, and me and her was cool, but then we had a falling out because she thought me and Rose was messing, so we stopped being friends or whatever. But she was being a hole in the side anyways, and I was being a real friend. I told him the truth, and then they stopped fucking with each other, and they got back each other. Then they stopped messing with. I was like, okay, I'm over it. Like every time he had a girlfriend, he would just stop fucking with me, and that's not a real best friend. So I was not fucking with him. I got tired of that shit. And like I said, we never had sex, we never did none of that, but it was times where, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's why he really mad until this day, because he feel like I'm not taking responsibility for us messing around. But it was always him wanting me, and me always telling him, no, I'm not trying to fuck up our friendship. Like, we are best friends. Like, he was really not my best friend. I was not trying to fuck up our relationship. Yeah, we had a little kids. Yeah, we probably talked about being together, but I always told him, no, I would never cross that line because we're best friends and I want nothing to happen to us. He used to be like, no, like, why would you think I would never do like that? You my best friend. I would never do how these other girls. Why would I cheat on you? This, that, and third. You got something going for yourself. You pretty, da-da-da. Oh, that was cool and well, but I still cannot do that because you are my best friend. And on top of that, his best friend is my ex. And like, me and my ex is his best friend. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My ex is his best friend, his boy best friend, and I'm his girl best friend. So like, all of us, you feel me, was close or whatever. So yeah, like, I was like, yeah, we just can't miss. I thought about it one point in time and stuff like that, but I was just like, no. And I guess he'll get mad because he felt like I was leaning him on. I ain't gonna lie, on cap. I probably was, kinda was, but at the end of the day, I still told him that we should not do nothing because we are best friends. And I guess he wasn't getting that. He just still wanted me. Even at the time, he would like proceed to do it multiple times. I was like, nah, like, we're just best friends. So he got a girlfriend now. And he had gotten a wreck or whatever. And I know how it feels to be in a wreck because I was in a bad car accident. So I text him like, I know you're not talking, but I hope you're okay. And he said, I appreciate it. And I then sent him a paragraph. I was like, I know we haven't been on best of terms, but we will always be best friends. And I love you. If you need me, I'm here. That kind of shit. And he was like, y'all, I don't even got a message no more. But he was like, I wish I had it. He was like, no, my girl don't want me talking to you, and my loyalty routes with my girl, and that type of shit. And I'm like, bet. Say no more. That's all you gotta say. And I sent him a nasty message because I know something gonna be like, bitch, that's his girlfriend. No, bitch. I'm his best friend for 5 years. He been dating this girl for a couple months. Then let me tell you, before they was together now, they was together before this, and then they broke up. And he came to me talking shit about the girl, talking about something. He was only with her for da-da-da. Now they back together. So yeah, it's like more to the story. Like, all these girls he dated, he never really fucked with them. He never liked them. I used to get into it with these bitches just because I said I was my best friend. And you know what he did? Nothing. Not fucking nothing. That's what I'm saying. I'm a real best friend. I was always a real best friend to him. So for him to take these bitches side over me, it's like, what, nigga? But like I said, karma is a bitch, and God do not like ugly. Trust and believe. You will need me, baby. You will need me one day. Just know that. I know that for a fact. You're gonna be calling my phone one day, and I'm like, no, what happened to them? You feel me? Like, no, like, and that shit. You know, like, that shit kind of hurt me, kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because they've been best friends for 5 years, and I had best friends my whole entire life, like, and they never stuck around. Only got like one probably, and that's Tay Rose. Like, we still cool, but we're not really best friends, but I had so many boy best friends the rest of my life. Rose was like the one, like, he was my best friend forever. So for him to do me like that, it's like Dylan said, like, people really do you dirty. And it's so crazy because you the main ones by their side, taking up for them, you know, loving them, showing them what a real friend is, showing them what a real girlfriend is, showing them what this and third. I'm just saying this shit in general. And they really just fuck you over, and they think like God not gonna get them back or karma not gonna get them back. Like, no. Like, and it's so crazy that he would do that to all people, but it's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. So yeah, I decided to do a little story time. I know it's gonna be a little juicy content. I need some juicy content on my page with some new subscribers, some new viewers, and all that. Run my page up, period. So 100 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1K. But yeah, y'all, like, I really did this. I don't give a fuck if you see this video. Like, I really don't. Because, like, you're mad lame. Like, you're mad lame for picking bitches of your own best friend of 5 years. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 years we've been best friends. And we never went through this shit, y'all. Like, we have never beefed before. We have never gotten to it, y'all. It was just always him choosing bitches over me. I don't like that shit. Because I never choose a nigga over you. period. And he even told me himself, he said, if you ever choose a nigga over me, just know, like, you don't have to hear from me no more. You'll never be my best friend no more. But look what he did, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say nothing and go back on your word. Like, that's some flaw nigga shit. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, y'all, like, I just feel like that's some fucked up shit. So if you have a best friend, girls, and like he have a girlfriend or whatever, like, make sure both y'all have a conversation, or all three y'all have a conversation, so y'all know like what's what and that's that. Because when it's different with boys and females, and maybe it's the same, because, you know, bitches be jealous, niggas be jealous. But if that's your best friend, you need to tell that nigga or tell that bitch, like, that's my best friend, y'all not gonna be arguing. You my girlfriend, you know your place. That's my best friend, she know her place. And that's it. Like, I'm not gonna cut her off, I'm not gonna break a word. Like, y'all just need to have agreement. Because no, like, cut your best friend off, like, that, a best friend and girlfriend are two different things. Like, that's your best friend. Like, when y'all argue, who the fuck you gonna go to? Your best friend, you feel me? So it's cool. Like I said, he gonna come back, and when he come back, I'm gonna have another story time for y'all. He might be on this fucking YouTube channel, because he got me fucked up. But I don't feel like I would ever be his best friend again, just because he would do me like that. And this has been constantly, plenty of times he have done this. But I ain't gonna lie, I still got love for him. I don't wish no ill on him. I wish the best for him and his girlfriends that he would have in the future, because this not gonna lose that shit he in right now. It's not gonna last. It's not. He's a hoe. But yeah, I wish him the best. And yeah, maybe one day we can come to some type of resolution, but today would not be the day. So if you like the story time, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell for post notifications to be the first to know when I upload a video. Okay, and we out.